Real quick video this morning on wire cutters. I think it is and you see this all the time in YouTube videos, but I think it is a greatly under thought and overlooked part of any kind of go bag, get home bag, bug out bag, what have you. And here's why. When I say wire cutters, I'm talking about chain link wire cutters. Especially in an urban situation, but even in a rural, very rural situation, you often, if on foot especially, are going to encounter wire fences, and especially chain link fences, and you could have a hard time getting over or under a chain link fence. And in this kind of situation, we're talking, an SHTF situation, the optimal thing is to go through it. It's important, though, that you not sacrifice ability for weight or size. And this is just a cross section of some of the different wire cutters I have here. Now, here's some wire cutters that I just have around the house that I use. And these are great wire cutters, but they are not what I will call chain link cutters. Now, can I muddle through chain link with this Leatherman here? Yeah, and probably with these dikes also. But I'm not going to get real far, and it's not going to be real fast. Now, I do have a super tool that cuts chain link really good. I don't know how long it would do that, but we're really not talking about these wire cutters. We're talking about the family of wire cutters that will go through chain link over and over again. Because think about it. You cut through chain link. No, you're not cutting out a square, but you need to cut up 2-3 feet so that you can fold the accordion of the chain link so you can get through it. And someday I'll do a video actually on how to cut chain link so that it's not obvious that you did it. But probably the lower end of the spectrum for wire cutters that'll cut chain link is right here. You got your Lowe's version. I think these were from Tractor Supply. And when you buy a pair of cutters, you need to go find some chain link and you need to cut it. I have some old chain link that I use for that purpose. Even if you have a nice chain link fence and you don't want to go cutting it up, there are pieces and ends of the chain link that you can practice on to make sure that your cutters are going to do the job. I will tell you right now, the wire cutters from Harbor Freight, don't buy them. They will not cut chain link for any amount of time. So, like I said, these are fairly inexpensive. I think we're right here in the $10, $12, $13 range. These are some military concertina wire cutters that I have left over. They're great for cutting chain link. And yes, the issue I'm sorry, it's not a K-bar. The issue bayonet will cut chain link no problem. It's not really fast, although you can get a groove going and do it fairly fast, and it cuts it no problem. Bolt cutters, probably a little overkill. Definitely too much in the weight and size department. These look cool. They even have the ones that fold right here. But they're a little bit of overkill, and you definitely don't want to be throwing these in your backpack. So unless you need them for like dynamic entry or something like that, leave these at home. But the wire cutters that I'm going to recommend as the best to carry in a go bag, a bug out bag, is going to be the tried and true fence pliers. Here's why. You get several tools. It's almost a multi-tool that you get out of a pair of fencing pliers. First of all, there's 2 wire cutters here. You see? 2, one on each side. Okay? They both do the same job. As far as I know, there's no difference in them. But you got 2 wire cutters for the price of 1. In addition, you got a damn good hammer. You got a pair of real good pliers for once you cut that wire, bending it out of your way. And you got a damn good pry bar and defensive weapon if you need it. Now, do they weigh quite a bit? Yeah, they weigh a lot more than this guy here. But if you're serious, I think this is the tool to go with. While I may put a small pry bar and one of these type of wire cutters in a go bag, this probably would answer for both, because this will do some prying. So that's my 2 cents. I would use the regular fencing pliers for any kind of get home or a bug out bag. And what's more is you can buy the really cheap ones. These are also some Lowe's, and I think even cheaper are the ones from Tractor Supply. And they still do the job because they're heavy duty enough that they're still going to do the job you want. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to get good fencing pliers. All right, my 2 cents. Thanks.